Why Swindon? The short answer is why not, which is actually quite a good answer. The real reason is many years ago when I used to work in the film industry, I was working on a film called Champions, the Bob Champion story. I don't know whether you know it, which stars John Hurt as Bob Champion, not as the horse, although he could probably play the horse quite well. Aldenisi was the horse and Bob Champion. And for anyone who doesn't know about horse racing, Aldenisi was lame and Bob Champion had cancer, and they both came back to win the Grand National in about 1981 or something like that. Anyway, so Aldenisi was then a huge star in his own right, and he used to actually do as many events almost as Bob Champion used to, although Aldenisi's sadly passed away now, so sorry about that. We had to actually have about 5 or 6 Aldenisis, and there's a white blaze on Aldenisi's head, so we had to paint the horses to make the match, because Aldenisi couldn't do any jumping. Anyway, we were filming on the Lambourn Downs. I really am going to have to yell, or say something between gear changes. We were shooting on the Lambourn Downs, and I was the unit runner on the film, which meant I had to make coffee and tea and do all the photocopying. And I used to come down into Swindon to do the photocopying in Commercial Road. And then, which was 83, Swindon was slightly run down. It hadn't had the investment it has now, and I thought it'd be a great place to set a film, actually, because I was working in the film industry, and everyone who works in the film industry wants to be a film director. And I started writing a film script, which never really came to anything. It was about Andy Pandy being a private investigator, which I thought was quite funny. And anyway, but the idea never left me, and then when I was writing The Air Affair in about 95, I thought, perfect, set it in Swindon. But by that time I was actually living not far away, just near Marlborough, the other side. And both my sons actually were born at the old Princess Margaret Hospital. And I took them round, actually, last time we were in Swindon, I said, hey, let's go and see where you were born. And it's like now a garden shed. Which I thought was quite good, really. Because they knocked it all down and built houses there, so it's quite fun.